Musically.
Hello and welcome to Relationship Soup. I'm your host, Lisa Hughes. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. How y'all doing today? I'm well. I hope your week is off to a great start. Um, yeah, I'm sure y'all been following my bird story. I'm going to have to update y'all with that because that's just been a whole emotional roller coaster. Look, let me share the story right quick. So I was doing some yard work the other day, right? And like as I was like mowing my grass or whatever, I noticed this bird, like this baby bird and his sister had like fell out of their nest, right? And it was like so sad, but I had to move them because like I didn't want to mow over them. I mean, the sister had died anyway, but anyway. So I have been posting about that. So it's just crazy to see y'all responses, and I'll update you um, on a future post on how Octavius is doing. But anyway, so again, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all so much. And of course, I have another dynamic guest, another dynamic show lined up. I am so impressed with this guest that we're going to be talking to. But before I get into it, y'all, make sure that you are liking, following, subscribing across all platforms, right? On YouTube, it's Relationship Soup, period. You got to put the period in there, right? Then on Facebook, it's Relationship Soup Group. Come and join the forum. We are having so many crazy conversations in there. If we got time, we're going to hit up one of them conversations on today, right? And then on Facebook, you can also follow me at Relationship Soup LLC. And then on IG is Relationship Soup, okay? Now, you know that Relationship Soup also is a greeting card company. We have greeting cards for all occasions and holidays. Definitely hit up the website at www.relationshipsoup.com. All right, boom. So let's go ahead and get into this show, y'all. Now listen. Today I'm going to be talking to Simba Kimoni-Bey, right? As in Bay, like Bay. No, anyway. So I'm going to be talking to him today, and this episode is entitled Relationship Soup. It's episode 41, From Still to Soul, Vodka, Life Lessons, and Relationships. Listen, we're going to get into it with Simba. He's going to sprinkle us with some knowledge on how he got started, who he is. I'm telling you, he is doing wonderful and big things, right? So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring my guest on. All right, so let me go ahead and bring Simba to the stage. Hi, Simba. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How you doing, Lisa?
I'm well. I can't complain. Life is Gucci right now. Life feel good right now. So I really can't complain.
That's a good thing.
Okay. That's it. Hey, I gotta ride the wave when it feel this good, right? Like it just
Right.
it's a beautiful thing. All right, so thank you again for agreeing to join us today. I met you a few weeks ago, and I actually had the opportunity to sample your product, which was amazing, by the way. Probably one of the best tasting products. I'm a tequila. If I'm going to drink, I do like tequila, right? But
Right.
vodka gets you right too. And there's health benefits to vodka too, right? So anyway,
Correct.
so can you please tell my guest a little bit something about you?
Well, I was born in South Bend, Indiana.
Hmm.
Graduated from Clay High School in 1985. I'm a former three-sport athlete. Thought I would go pro until I tore my ACL in my knee my junior year.
Hmm.
Uh, Went to Ball State University, where I graduated with a bachelor's in industrial engineering technology with a minor in business.
Hmm.
I ran track for 4 years there as a sprinter. I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, I went through after college. After I graduated, I wanted to go into the Air Force to become a pilot. I ended up passing the flight test, but
Hmm.
I failed the vision test.
Oh
so,
wow, yeah.
so I went to Ball State. After I graduated from Ball State, I went through a 4 year apprenticeship to become an electrician at
Hmm.
Chrysler Corporation. Right now, I'm currently an electrician at Rolls Royce.
Okay.
I'm also an inventor. I own my own company called Global Hairsight Incorporated, where the plan is eventually to manufacture my several inventions that I invented. I'm also the co-founder of Extraterrestrial Brothers LLC with my brother Eron, which is an entertainment company that specializes in writing, publishing, executive producing, and directing content based on the life of a gentleman named Riley Martin, who's a famous abductee and author. And I'm currently the executive director of sales and marketing for Kas'tell Vodka. I got
Okay.
I got three daughters, a son, two grandsons, and four siblings. And my mother's still
What?
alive. Yeah.
Well, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Look at you. Okay. So I knew you were dynamic, but sheesh. I just remember, us having a conversation. You was like, yeah, I do a lot of things. Listen, I see. That is really impressive. I know I was impressed from day one just because, like, I mean, you know, it's always um refreshing to see our people doing things and branching out in different areas. So kudos to you,
True
brother,
that.
for stepping out and living in your light and purpose. Okay.
I'll try to.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hey, that's what it's about. Absolutely. Absolutely. I got to give you your flowers. That is very impressive. I'm very impressed. All right. So, boom. Now, can you tell us about what inspired you to pursue this vodka company? And tell us the name of the vodka company again.
It's called Kas'tell Vodka. I didn't start Kas'tell Vodka. Kas'tell Vodka was started by a gentleman named Tom Kas'tell, who the company is named after. Jeff Spencer and Carlton Howard, who's my partner and the vice president of global operations. I came in as a majority partner after the company decided to go global, with
Hmm.
Carlton focusing mainly on world operations and leaving the sales and marketing to me in the States, specifically starting in Indiana. I
Hmm.
guess you could say we both made each other an offer that neither one of us could refuse.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So let me ask you this. So what challenges are you facing in the spirits industry? Are there any challenges that you're experiencing?
Well, we all know the black dollar is kind of the prime focus of many companies operating worldwide. And many companies use black faces to push the products, but the black community, however, has no black ownership in those companies. It's not prevalent pretty much in most cases. Being black in the liquor business, there's many challenges, much like a black owner of a sports team or something like that, in that you can kind of get froze out of the main action by distributors, retailers, etc. So your marketing strategy kind of has to be on point. For example, I was listening to Country Wayne one day, who's a YouTube phenomenon, really, and he was talking about he wanted to understand the difference between why Tyler Perry was a billionaire and Will Smith was only worth 400 million, while Will Smith was the biggest box office star in America, pretty much. So, in talking to Tyler Perry told him that his focus was strictly on the black community. His content was strictly geared toward the black community, which has a $1.3 trillion buying power. And so by just focusing on your people and yourself, you can become very much wealthy just with that. You don't have to exclusively focus on that, but it can be directed towards your people. So the liquor industry, like during Prohibition, there's a lot of compliance issues you got to go through with the government and all kind of stuff. You got to get your people to buy it, for one. It has to taste good. You got to have retailers on point. Your local bars got to carry it. Your liquor stores got to carry it. So, being black, so-called black, is issues.
Okay. I can understand that. I can see that. Now let me ask you this, because I still want to stay on your product. So how is it different from other vodkas, would you say, on the market?
Well, it's 6 times distilled, which means any impurities have been weeded out of it. It's 100% gluten-free, which means you don't have to worry about really the sugar content and getting fat. It's kosher, which means it's been blessed to be drinking in religious institutions.
Okay.
It tastes good. The bottle is very appealing because it's a red bottle. It's really the only red bottle in the industry. There's no burn going down. It's smooth. And there's no hangover effect, which is caused by the 6-time distillation process. So it's considered a premium vodka.
Okay. I love that. Now, I do want to let my listeners know that, okay, so if y'all on Facebook commenting, okay, for some reason I can only see your comments on my phone. But if you are on YouTube, I can see all of your comments, y'all. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, and I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but I cannot see your comments. I can only see comments on YouTube. So if you want to participate in the conversation, go to YouTube, log into your YouTube accounts, and then comment there, because I don't know what StreamYard doing. Okay, so I just want to let y'all know that I ain't being funny style. Okay, I just can't see y'all Facebook comments on StreamYard. But I do see that we do have some people that have joined us. Leah Nicole, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. We really do. Yeah, and I can attest, your vodka is amazing. It is very smooth. It is amazing. So I can attest for that. All right. So let me see here. Where else do I want to go? So, like, what has been your proudest moment so far?
My proudest moment is watching people taste it and then say, this shit is good and it's smooth.
Okay.
So and I get that confirmation that they gonna leave Tito's and Ciroc and Grey Goose and Kettle One alone, knowing that it's a black-owned product and it's a good product. And we have a charitable contribution for each bottle sold to a charity, which is unheard of.
Okay.
Yeah, which is I'm very proud of.
Yeah, so you are being socially responsible. I like that. Okay. So can you mention the charity at all? Is there some type of, like, disclosure? Because I mean, it's no biggie.
Yeah, we got all kind of charities we donate to.
Okay.
Here locally, especially here locally. But yeah, we got all kind of charities we donate to.
I love that. I love that. See, that's one thing. Well, I'm a professor by day, right, Simba? You know that. And so, one
Yes.
of the classes I teach is marketing, right? And so,
Mm-hmm.
it's always so interesting to see when what charitable or charities, um, charitable causes or charities that businesses participate in. Like that just adds that extra, like, wow, okay, I love that, right? So,
The goal is to link with other large buyers and
mhm.
donate toward their charities as well.
Okay,
So yeah.
that's brilliant. Brilliant strategy. I love it. I love it. So let me ask you this. So what advice would you have for anyone that's like, yo, I want to get into the spirits industry? Like, what advice would you have for
Well, as a manufacturer, we sell to the distributor,
them?
who sells to the wholesaler, who sells to the retailer, who sells to the consumer. So we kind of have to have a relationship and a feel for each level of that.
Hmm.
You also have to have a product that tastes good with good marketability. Your main hurdle is going to be compliance with government regulators who've been around again since prohibition. You got to have a good marketing strategy. You got to get out to the people and kind of reach your base root people and find out who likes it, and
Hmm.
then cater to them. You got
That
to
makes
be in tune. You got to be in tune with your manufacturer, who manufactures it. That's key.
sense.
And by us being a manufacturer, we can come out with anything. So we currently have a Gully Rum, which is a cherry vanilla flavor that's about to go through compliance. And
Okay.
then we got a cinnamon vodka that's going to be coming out, which is actually red.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, to kind of challenge the so-called cinnamon whiskey that you can find in the gas stations now. That's been
Okay.
outlawed. Has been outlawed in a bunch of countries. So
Really?
yeah, the Fireball. I didn't want to say the name, but yeah, the Fireball has been outlawed in dozens of countries.
Re-
And so our vodka is red, and it's going to be a cinnamon flavor, and it's going to again be 6 times distilled, gluten free, kosher, and everything. And we're going to come out eventually, hopefully, with a bourbon and a tequila. So we doing big things.
I see. Impressive, impressive. So we do have a few comments. Let's see here. Hey, Mr. Artez, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate that. So then there's a woman wonderful. Hey, King, isn't vodka naturally gluten free?
No, it's based on the base of it. So we have a grain base vodka. So no, it's not naturally gluten free.
Okay.
Sugar derives from a bunch of different things, and it gets turned into processed into sugar. So that base is very important. You can have a corn base, you can have a wheat base, you can have a grain base. So we have a grain based vodka.
Okay. Okay. So William, thank you for joining us, William. William, thank you so much for joining us. William wants to know, is it available in Georgia?
Yes, it is. Georgia is one of the 32 states that we're in. Our distributor in Georgia is Continental Beverage. So it's in several locations down there. I'm going to be working in Georgia. I'm going to try to get it in most of the main bars down there, but it's a process. You're a young company, but we're because of the brand that we have. I think we're going to be in all 52 states eventually. So, but yeah, you can find it in Georgia. The bottle is distinctive. It's a red. It's the only red bottle probably in the whole industry, and it's the only red vodka in the industry.
Okay. Okay. So are there any other features of the product that differentiate it, that make it different from any of the other vodkas?
Other than being 6 times distilled, 100% gluten free, kosher, with a red bottle and a smooth taste and a premium shelf life, and
Hey,
an affordable cost. I mean, I think that covers the gamut, if you ask me.
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so let's see here. All right. So, all right, like locally here in Indy, right? Like I don't want you to have to repeat yourself. So like, can you name a couple of the stores where
Yeah,
your
yeah.
vodka can be found?
You can get it at Total Wine. You can get it at Bottle Shop. We're currently working on getting it in Community Spirits, one of the only black owned liquor stores in this town and maybe the state of Indiana. And it's been a little rough, but now that I'm over the marketing and the sales, I think we'll get it in there. Once we get it in Community Spirits, it's a wrap. All people got to do is taste it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, I can attest to that. I can definitely attest to that. All right, so we have a few more questions. Leah says, "Fire." Yeah, that's fire. Hey, dynamic. You definitely dynamic. So William says, "Looking forward to meeting you then." All
Yeah.
right, so there are a few comments on Facebook. I'm just going to kind of look at them from my phone. But again, if y'all want to participate, if y'all want me to bring your comments on live, go to YouTube, log into YouTube, and go ahead and comment from there. Okay, so Keith Omar Jackson says, "Dope. Thank you for joining us, Trina Wilson. Wilson, I appreciate you." All right. And so it looks like we have another question from a woman wonderful. So what's going to make it red?
The cinnamon that's put in it, and it's naturally red. No flavor, no preservatives, no nothing. Just the natural cinnamon flavor.
Okay. All right. So let's see here because I'm trying to get in your business now. You're a Sagittarius, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm about to get all in your business a little bit, Simba. Just a little
Oh
bit.
boy. Here we
All
go.
right. So let me ask you this. All right. So you are doing a lot, right? So how do you balance all of this? You got Kas'tell, you got all this stuff going on. So how do you like balance, the demands of running these businesses in your personal life?
Um, well, being an entrepreneur, you got to be willing to work long hours with no pay.
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm,
got to manage your time. You got to believe in yourself. You got to plan, execute. You got to take care of your health. You also got to learn how to deal with people on all levels. You got to invest in yourself, from your teeth to your hygiene, to how you look, to how your place of business looks. Um, you got to be organized.
mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, I heard LeBron James say one time, in order to be great, you got to sacrifice your family.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that can be taken in several different ways, but you got to keep your eye on the prize and hope you got people around you that understand your mission and believe in you. And if you got that, hey, go for broke. You only live once.
Hey, that's it. That's it. So we have some more comments. So a woman wonderful says, "Can't wait to taste it." William Carroll says, "Sags, we the best." Okay, Sags,
I heard
Sagittarius,
that.
Sagittarius. Hold on, somebody called y'all a Sagittarius.
Ooh,
That was Nikki Bond. Yeah, to
hey,
my people on Facebook,
that,
y'all gonna have to come on over to YouTube
that,
because I can't see y'all comments like on Facebook. I don't know what stream you are doing, but come on over to YouTube so I can bring your comments on. But yeah, you just got called a Sagittarius. Terrorist. I got tongue tied. Sorry. So let's see here. So Derek Norris says, "Good evening, family. I'm impressed, bro. Looking forward to liking the tequila." Okay.
tequila ain't out yet. You might be a tequila drinker, but try the Kas'tell. It's smooth, and you get
As
a buzz off of it.
listen, I don't have much of a tolerance anyway, because like I'm not a drinker, you know what I mean? Like, socially and stuff like that. But I tell you that your product, listen,
That's all I say. All you gotta do is taste it, and it's over after that. I like to say
okay,
nothing.
absolutely, absolutely. Let's see here. So Derek Norris says, "Will you be getting it into the bars and clubs? Is it in the bars and club locally? I know you spoke on Georgia.
Some again, my partner Carlton Howard is now over global affairs, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna be handling the states and especially Indiana right now. So it'll be in there. It'll be in there. You may get a few reluctant owners that you got to give and take a little bit, but once you push a brand and say it's black owned, for instance, Snoop Dogg don't own XXL.
Mhm.
Uh, um, 50 Cent didn't own Effin. Puff Daddy does not own Ciroc. So you're not gonna find no black manufacturers hardly around in this country. You may find Fawn Weaver, who owns Uncle Nearest, the premium whiskey company, but you really don't find black manufacturers in this country. So for the mere fact that we black owned and we got a good repertoire with the people, and we got a good product, I don't see why you wouldn't put it in there unless you're a hater. But even haters support you sometimes.
Facts. It might be reluctantly, but they will. Some of them will support. You hear me? Listen,
You
listen.
know, we didn't
Okay.
eat at restaurants where the people cooking the food is spit in your food. You still want your
Facts.
food, don't you?
Hey, as long as I don't know that they didn't spit in my food, you feel me? Like you never know what goes on behind the kitchen scenes, right? All right, so let's see here. So Mark Lee says, "What's up? Cancers rule." Yes, cancers do
Here
rule.
we go.
Oh, come on, Sagittarius. You know you love cancers. You know you love us.
Emotional critters. I was married to one and my daughter's one.
What?
Woo!
No, no. Was she a June Cancer or July? Just out of curiosity. Do you remember?
My ex-wife was a June Cancer. My daughter's a July Cancer.
See, I'm a July Cancer. We sweet. I mean, all the cancers we
Oh
do.
boy, you really emotional.
Oh, no,
You
no, no, no.
you'll
Let me
love
tell you
somebody
something.
to death and rip their head off. You'll
Listen,
do both.
but see, this is the thing. Let me tell you. But I'm a Cancer with a Taurus moon. So I'm kind of like, it mellows me out. You feel me? So I can be stoic or I can
Gotcha.
be, what I'm saying? I got a balance. That earth balances me out. All
Gotcha.
right, so let's see here. How's the beautiful Lisa? I am good. Life feels good today. Life feels good. I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. So let's see here. Derek says, I will try the vodka too. Tito's needs some competition.
Tito's ain't no competition.
Ooh.
They're just a first. Tito's was selling vodka out of his trunk at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Tito's also handles his own distribution, which is huge.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, the name sounds kind of cool. Tito sound like one of the Jacksons or somebody from the Marcy projects or somebody. So, but as far as taste, when you taste better, you drink better.
Hey, listen. Don't you deserve the best? Don't you deserve the best?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's see. We have a few more comments. And Terry Futch, thank you so much for watching us. I can't see your comments. I can't bring your comments on. If you are commenting on Facebook,
you didn't
I
let
can't
my
bring
brother
them.
slip in.
Listen, Terry on there. Look,
That's
he
my
didn't put the
brother. You
fist
didn't let him
mark.
slip in.
No, that's right. Hey, Terry, if you want to participate in a convo, come on over to YouTube, right? Come on over to YouTube and comment, and I'll bring your comments on. All right, boom. So we do have some more comments. Let's see here. A wonderful woman says, Amen. I'm December. So are you a December SAG? A woman wonderful? Okay. All right. So
Me too. I am too.
You are too? Okay. All right. All right. So y'all probably got some Capricorn traits a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. All right, so Marley says, is it available for events? Bring it over to Haiti Heritage Center in Durham, North Carolina.
We are in North Carolina. Our distributor is Control State over there. So some of the liquor stores over there, I don't know exactly. I have to look at some of my notes. But we are in North Carolina. We've received compliance there, so we're over there. I'll be visiting North Carolina, specifically Charlotte. A lot of the big dogs over there.
Okay. So Mark Lee says we have some Black-owned liquor companies in North Carolina. Okay.
You should. North Carolina is one of the blackest states in the United States. North
You know, I
Carolina
got
doing it. North Carolina doing it big.
that's a beautiful thing. That's a
It
beautiful
ain't
thing.
Indiana, that's for sure.
Listen, listen. So Mr. Artest says Scorpios. Oh Lord, yes, 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 yes. And Daniel, I think you a November Scorpio, right? So yeah, we got a November Scorpio in there. So let's see, Vernon. Thanks so much for joining us, Vernon. I support all Black-owned business. What's the name again? What's the name of your product again?
Kas'tell Vodka is the company. Kas'tell Vodka is the vodka. We also have a cinnamon vodka called Vicious, VIXXUS, because compliance would not let us put Vicious on the bottle. And we have a Gully, GULLY rum, which is a cherry vanilla. I don't know if you
Oh,
can see
hold on.
that.
Yeah, send
Yeah,
that
you
to
can't
me.
see it. Yeah.
Can
I'll
I
give
get?
you some samples.
Oh, okay.
You can drink it straight with ice. You don't need nothing else. And it's 80 proof. So
Ooh,
be
hey,
careful.
listen. Be real careful. Do not drink and drive. Right?
No,
That's that's
please,
that's
please
adding
no.
to that social responsibility piece too, right?
Please no. Please no.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. See,
Patio, lawn chair, nature.
okay. Let's see here. So July can't. Oh yes, Mark, you are a July Cancer. Let's see here. Mark says I'm a Cancer with 2 Gemini parents and a Scorpio brother. Ooh, you had 2 Gemini parents? Okay, all right. That's what's up. So a woman wonderful, Tito Baca, not my favorite. Hopefully, it's better than Tito. It is. Listen. A
Hey,
woman wonderful. It is smooth. Like, yeah, it's smooth. All right, so let's see here. December 7th. Okay, so you a December Sagittarius. All right, so no no cusp, but no border. Y'all are hilarious. All right, so my brother is an October Scorpio. Yeah, some of my best friends are like October. Actually, I counsel this a lot of October, November Scorpios. I got some Cancers in there. Yeah. So anyway, some Pisces. Yeah. Anyway. How do we spell Kas'tell? Um,
KAS-TELL.
that's how, and you heard it here. That's how you spell it. All right, boom. So look, I ain't done with you yet, Simba. I got some more questions. I'm trying to get all in your business. All right. So like, what role does love play in your life, both professionally and personally? So where are you at with love right
This,
now, Simba? Can we get nosy? Can we get nosy? And you can plead the fifth.
who, me?
Yeah, you,
Uh,
Sagittarius.
my love life is Gucci,
Ooh, okay, okay.
Sometimes people run into Wonder Woman or Superman, and they gotta freeze up. So you know,
I ain't mad at it.
the challenge is time. Being a business owner, you'll most likely never lose a woman chasing money, but you can lose money chasing a woman. So you kind of got to pick your battles, and establish what's the order of business for every day of your life.
Mhm. That makes sense. That makes sense. So this is the correct spelling, QC Mason. Thanks for joining us, QC Mason. We appreciate you. Now,
That's Wonder
Simba.
Woman.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Wonder Woman right there. Okay, okay. So is this how you spell Kas'tell for the listeners in the back?
Yeah, KAS-TELL.
That's it. That's it. That's it. All right, boom. So yeah, you absolutely right. Like when you find that right one, you are gonna freeze. Cause listen, I'm open now. I feel like I'm open. I'm ready for that right one. You feel me? And as soon as I find, well, I ain't. As soon as it happens, I'm freezing.
A key thing is if you doing a lot in business and you gone a lot and come home tired all the time, that's not healthy. You better save some time and some money and some energy. If you want to keep somebody happy and by your side. You can let things get away from you, chasing your dreams and money sometimes, and you kind of can forget some of the important things around you.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It does. Let's see here. Terry Walter, thank you for joining us. I see so many people joining us tonight. Danica Bellamy, thank you for joining us. Linda Robinson says she cannot wait to try it. So it's a lot of y'all. Like I said, Facebook, I promise I ain't being funny. For some reason, Facebook and StreamYard ain't talking to each other right now. So thank y'all so much. Yeah, Keith Omar Jackson says dope. Yeah. So anyway. All right, so let's see here. What else do I want to get into with you? So what are some key values? Okay, Simba. What are some values you believe are needed for strong, lasting relationships? So, like, what are some how we get these relationships to be strong and lasting from your experience? Okay.
Let me see. Hang on one second.
All right.
Was that
Let's see
wait a
here.
minute.
So,
I would say you got to be a good listener.
mm-hmm,
You got to set boundaries verbally.
mm-hmm.
You got to do what you say you're going to do. You got to learn to compromise, and you got to kind of create peace in your surroundings.
That makes sense.
Yeah, luckily I was surrounded by families who had long marriages. My
Mm-hmm.
parents were married for 50 some years until my father passed in 2004. My sister, who I just lost my brother-in-law this year, was married almost 50 years.
Oh, wow.
I had another sister who was married 30 years. I got several cousins that's been married 50 years. Most of my uncles been married 50 and 60 years. So, you know, it's in the blood over here. I was
I
married.
see.
I was married 20 years,
Okay.
and before my divorce. So you know,
All right.
my
Okay.
uncle. I got an uncle who was married 3 times, and
Hey.
he told me it was 3 rings in marriage. He said it was the engagement ring, it was the wedding ring, and it was suffer ring. but that's because he was married. You know, he was married 3 times. That's to me. There's no feeling like paying a mortgage and pulling up at home and don't want to go in the house because of a partner. That's
Listen.
a horrible feeling, man.
Listen.
That's a horrible feeling.
Life too short, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
man. Yeah,
listen, listen, listen.
a big house ain't gonna do it. You know, Tom Brady had 40,000 square feet, and he didn't make it.
Hmm.
You know, Jeff Bezos divorced, Bill Gates divorced, Michael Jordan divorced, Tiger Woods divorced. So money can't buy you love.
Okay. It can't. It can't. Like, and I mean, of course, you need finances to live, right? We can agree. You need finances to live, right? But when you put money over love, like,
Yeah,
eh, you're bound to get the residual from that at some point. You know, I don't know.
stress can kill you.
Hmm.
You know, who wants to be rich and dead? You know, Dick Gregory said the 3 main causes of death in the United States
Hmm.
are: 1, lack of drinking water; 2, sleep deprivation, lack
Hmm.
of sleep; and 3, stress.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, when you stress, you can't, it's hard to think sometimes.
That's true.
Start, yeah, you start making emotional decisions rather than logical decisions. And, you do stuff you ain't never done before. Sometimes when you're in love, love can make you do strange things.
It can. It absolutely can. Okay, so we got some more comments, Simba. And shout out to Aunt Susie Howard for watching. I appreciate that. All right, boom. So let's get to some of these comments. Let's see here. So Mark says some women are status hunters. Yes, some men too. Men's
Uh,
look men's. No, I was playing. Now, men. Some men be groupies too, right? They be status hunting. Have you teamed up with some of the other Black-owned spirit companies like Harlem Brewing, Old Hillside Bourbon, Southern Wicked, Shoe Crazy Wine, etc.?
no, I have not.
Okay, so
No,
that's
I have not. Oh,
all right. So let's see here. A wonderful woman. A woman wonderful. Have I been reading that wrong the whole time? Uh-oh. I hope Coach don't get on here with the reading rainbow comments. So a woman wonderful. Have I been saying that wrong the whole time? What I've been saying, Simba? Have I been saying a woman wonderful or a wonderful woman? What have I been saying?
I ain't gonna make you look bad, so I'm gonna say you've been saying a woman wonderful.
Hey, a woman wonderful. What I've been saying? Since Simba. Nah, I appreciate
I think you've been reading it just like it is.
I think I have. Okay, so boom. All right, so but isn't it true for some that money isn't everything? Is the only thing because what we are you gonna do without it?
Well, I can say this. Being a man, nicer looking women tend to gravitate towards success. So Corey Holcomb said, if you got some money, you can draw some of the nicest looking women in the world to you. You know, in other words, many times how can I put it? Your woman is a direct reflection of your bank account. So, you know, sometimes for some people that recession hit, you know, and some people they're doing just fine. So, you know, I'm just quoting Corey Holcomb. I didn't say that he did. However, a woman has never been the driving force for me. The challenge of success has been my driving force. For instance, just imagining something and then putting it on paper and then executing it. Women like smart guys too.
Oh yeah, I love a smart man.
The nerds used to didn't get no love in high school, but you get a nerd now. Pull up in the vet board, things have changed. especially if he smell good and his teeth is white.
Hey, and he got a beard or something. Listen, he got the little. Listen. Hey, no lies. I like a smart, intelligent man, though. I love
women, older women especially, they draw to that. If you can teach them something, take them places they ain't never went before in their head. We ain't talking about vacationing.
Okay, that's it. So let's see here. Oh, there's so many comments. I'm gonna get to all y'all comments. So Leah says, "Not suffering." You not suffering, fam? Not at all.
Suffering.
Listen, she said she not suffering. All right, so let's see here. Where did we leave off? So Mark Lee says, a friend of mine celebrated her 49th anniversary by attending the ABBA concert, the ABBA concert last week. Next year, this sister and her husband are celebrating 50 years and going to Spain. That's a beautiful thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for joining us, Dimitri. We appreciate you, and blessings and love and light to you too. So let's see here. My brother was married twice, engaged 4, and he would have been married a 3rd time, but his partner and he both have had health issues, but hopefully they will be married soon. Okay, that's what's up.
Blessings and no hopes of suffering.
Listen, okay. All right, so let's see here. When did Bill and Melinda Gates get divorced? Thought they were still together.
Oh no, it's been about 5-6 years. She giving all her money to charity, so you know she had about 100 billion to run with. 80 billion, something like that.
Hey, she Gucci. She is Gucci right now.
She better than Gucci. She Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Gucci, Christian Dior,
okay.
Prada.
Is it all that? Birkin. All right, so let's see here. Leah says, shout out to all the miserable spouses.
That's a horrible feeling, boy.
I'm good. Like, listen, that's why I'm taking my time. It got to be right. I ain't about to be sitting up miserable. All right. Once you taste peace, listen, the company you keep matters. Absolutely. That is very true. Uh, Demetric says, Scripture says, what is it for a man to gain the world but lose his soul? Yep. You preaching.
I have that up in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see here.
Your conscience can beat you up more than anything.
Won't it? Listen, you can fool people, but that mirror cold-blooded, ain't it? That mirror is cold-blooded. You're not going to get past that mirror.
The heart and conscience of a human being is its own God.
Mm-hmm. Facts. So Leah says, can't wait to try. Yeah, fam. You know what? We need to get together, fam, and just make a, what you call that board? What's it? Charcuterie? Is that what it is? Charcuterie? Is that what it is? And get some Kas'tell with it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, listen. We ain't going nowhere that night. We're going to have to stay in because the proof on that is crazy. All right. And y'all already know my tolerance is like, no. All right. So Derek says, yeah, Bill and Melinda have been done for years. I can tell you a whole lot about those people. Laughing, but very serious. Brains and the new beautiful. Absolutely. But I always liked intelligence, though. I love an intelligent man. I like to be around intelligent people and have intelligent conversations. Shout out to the Gates. All right, so let's see here. Of course, I have some more questions for you, Simba. Let's see here. Where do we want to go? Let's go to life and personal growth. Okay.
Okay.
So what experiences do you feel have shaped the person you are today? Like, what has made Simba today?
I came from a 2-parent household, believe it or not, which seems to be a thing of the past, so they say. Watching people that are close to me die, realizing the world, life is short. The world can be cold out there, but you don't have to be. My parents' advice, my dad used to always say, just listen to what I say. Just listen to what I say. Follow what I'm telling you, and then you'll be all right, even without understanding it. Surrounding myself with real friends that actually care about me, not taking advice personal, keeping people that's unsaged from around my aura so they don't dirty it up.
You listen, you hear me? I like that unsaved.
Bringing that old messy ass energy around me,
Yeah. Okay.
It can stick and stay in the house and in your surroundings.
Listen.
Don't forget where I came from. My father was a giant in the community and he did a lot for people. My mother was always there. She was an at-home mom still this day. I don't call her as much because I'm older, so I've learned, ain't really a whole bunch I got to go to her for anymore just to love on her. So, having a parent that's alive and watch them age, it makes you appreciate things. You can learn from children.
Absolutely.
My kids made me a man. Raising them and having to be there for them when they couldn't fend for themselves. So, taking care of your own is one key thing. Loving yourself can be contagious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. It can be inspiring. And so just kind of being a light for other people,
That's true.
I mean, I can go on.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think the art of loving is getting older but wiser. So don't repeat the mistakes you made socially, spiritually, economically. You just don't repeat those mistakes. Who wants to be an old fool?
Facts. Right. You should be growing. It's about growth. You should be growing, right?
You better be.
Listen, if you the same person, if you 52 And you the same person you was at 21, you wasting life. You are wasting your life. You know, it's growth is everything. Let's see here. So William says going to get a few bottles and have a tasting. That would
My
be dope.
man, my man.
Be dope.
Once you go red, you'll never go back.
Right? It's very, yeah. Let's
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Um, so as far as taking care of yourself, right?
Mhm.
What are some things that you do? Like what role does self-care play in your life? Because as you said, as an entrepreneur, you got to be at a balance, right? So as far as self-care, how does self-care play a role in your life?
Uh, Loving yourself again can be contagious. You
Hmm.
know, it inspires.
Hmm.
Um, when you take care of yourself, you feel better. When you feel better, you do better.
Hmm.
You know, sometimes if you have children, people go through ups and downs. Family members, we get surrounded by people going through stuff all of the time,
Hmm.
and you
Hmm.
can't let other people's stuff influence your mindset sometimes,
That's true.
Angela Bassett said you got to be able to love people from a distance sometimes to keep yourself together,
That's true.
you know.
That's true. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Let's see here. We do have a couple more comments, but I want to get to this question right here. Okay. Um, what are some lessons that you wish that you had learned earlier? So, what are some lessons that you've learned, right, from your journey that you wish you knew earlier? What's some lessons you wish you knew earlier?
uh well, I want to kind of narrow it down.
Hmm.
You got to plan for the future.
Hmm. Hmm.
A lot of people don't do that. um Being black and successful, you got to plan for dealing with adversity.
Hmm.
um you realize the more successful you come that there are powers that be a lot of times that don't want to see you successful,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
you'll end up with roadblocks in the road that sometimes you aren't prepared to deal with. So again, being a black owned business in the liquor industry, there ain't many of us, so you got to be able to take the bitter with the sweet, and keep pushing even when things don't seem like they gonna go right for you. You got to keep pushing, man. You got to believe in yourself, you know.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So we have a few more comments and then we are going to get out of here. Let's see here. To sit here and see my mother excited about banana pudding ice cream is worth it. All five of my grandmothers are gone. Yeah, I said five. Okay. Yeah, that is something to see your parents like, aging and growing older. It definitely adds a different perspective. It really does. Like my parents were married for over 40 years. I want to say it was 44 years before my father passed last year. So, and my mom was a housewife too. She stayed home and they just had a wonderful, wonderful dynamic. So, all right, so let's see here. So, Mark Lee says, new celebrity divorce today. Jennifer Lopez just announced divorce from Affleck. What
that was
is
a
that like? Her for?
that, that was a planned wedding.
Yeah. What you think was a PR move?
Yeah, definitely, especially after coming from Puffy. Had to come from Puffy, you had to go to the good all American white boy. Hey, I hate to be truthful sometime, but you gotta be.
Yeah, hey, listen. I guess you got to play the game in Hollywood. I don't know. I ain't in
Yeah.
Hollywood, but all right. So let's see here. Mark says I'm fortunate enough to have both my parents who are in their 80s and very active, even at their age. That's amazing. That's
Good,
amazing.
good, good.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. So Mark says, how do you deal with users in business? Some people are trying to take advantage of entrepreneurs.
Users, well, the users that I run into are ones that's using the liquor. Um, if you take it, being independent is a great feeling because it gives you so much leverage to make moves outside of the normal. So again, the powers that be in government, the main issue with being a liquor manufacturer is compliance.
Mm-hmm.
And the compliance is pretty straight across the board. It's just getting the liquor out to the people. So you getting it to the distributor, who gets it to the wholesaler, who gets it to the retailer, and then letting people taste it. If you got a product, it's like a freight train. You can't stop it. If it's a good product, people just gonna buy it. We the biggest consumers in the world. So all you gotta do is have something good, and you market it right, it's gonna sell.
Facts. Facts. Let's see here. So I do see some of y'all comments from Facebook. Again, Facebook comments are not talking to StreamYard right now, so that's why I'm not bringing y'all comments on. But Summer McNeil, thank you for joining us. Fonda, thank you for joining us. She says J-Lo has issues. It's just for attention. So I really appreciate y'all. Tim C, George Smith, Melvin Grisham, Fonda Allen, Joy Drain, Nelson Roberts. Hey, cousin. Auntie Anna, Terry Walter. Thank y'all so much for listening. There's so many of y'all. So that's why I'm not bringing y'all comments on, because StreamYard and Facebook, they ain't friends right now. I'll figure it out by next week's show, though. All right, so let's see here. We have, and some fellow entrepreneurs have a crab in the barrel mindset that are constantly pulling down their real allies. It makes sense. So Mark says, are you in stores yet?
Oh, most definitely. We was in Kroger's. I think we got to go through a compliance again to get back in Kroger's. But we're definitely in some liquor stores. I'm working on getting it in most of the stores like Walmart, Myers, Kroger's, and all of that stuff. So
Awesome. Awesome.
we'll be all over soon.
I know that's right. All right. So look, that's about our hour. So do you have any last words of wisdom for my listeners before I do my spiel?
I would say, let me see. I would say success. If you want to be successful, to me, success is like it's influencing others. It's helping others. It's making lasting impressions and contacts with people. Success is having your health at a middle age and an older age. Having some money in your pocket and be able to experience life and be able to see the world. To me, if you got them, those are gifts that, you can't put no price tag on them.
Facts. Now, where can my listeners find you? Like, what is the website? Where can my listeners find you?
Our website is for the Kas'tell is www.kas'tellvodka.com. That's www.KASTELLVODKA.com. You'll see me here around the community because I gotta get the liquor everywhere. In the liquor stores, of course. I'm on Facebook or Instagram under Simba Kimoni-Bey.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So y'all, thank y'all so much for listening tonight. Shout out to my mama, my Aunt Anna, Aunt Sue. Thank y'all so much for listening. Well, I really appreciate y'all. It's been so many. Nikki Bonner, thank you for listening. Keith Omar. I just try to name as many as I can because I definitely appreciate you. Of course, I got to do my spiel before we get out of here. Please make sure that you are liking, following across all platforms. Share this, watch it a couple times, or just have it playing while you taking a shower or something, right? Because hey, those add to all the analytics, right? So on YouTube, it's Relationship Soup, period. You got to put the period in there, y'all. On Facebook, come and join the group. Relationship Soup Group, come and join the group. We got some conversations going on up in there, right? Then on IG, it's Relationship Soup. Of course, if y'all want to follow me, it's RelationshipSoupLLC. All right. So again, thank you all for listening. I love you all. And as with every single show, you gotta love yourself. It starts with self first, right? You gotta love yourself. And on that note, we out. Simba, don't go nowhere. Stay
All right.
on the line. All right.
Thanks for having me, Lisa.
Thank you so much, Simba. This has been a fantastic conversation. You are dynamic, brother. I am proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep living in purpose. Keep shining your light. And I'm coming to get some of that vodka. All right.
That'll work.
All right. So on that note, we out. Peace.